Let's discuss about Redux. While discussing about Redux, some of the packages that we will be using are Redux, Immer, Redux Thunk, Redux Saga, Redux Toolkit, etc. Redux is the most popular state management library in the React world. We have already discussed useState React Hook, and using useState React Hook, we were able to create state variables and use those state variables within a component. So we can say that using useState React Hook, we were able to do state management for a component. In comparison, Redux is needed for state management across an application. What do we mean by state management across an application? A single page application will have several components. In fact, a lot of components. Since there will be a lot of components, sharing state between components becomes important because many components may need to read the same state and modify the same state. And this gives rise to the term shared state. That means state that needs to be read or modified by more than one component. And Redux helps with shared state management. So if we compare Redux with useState React Hook, a state variable created using useState React Hook is accessible within one component. However, if we put some data within a Redux store, that becomes accessible to all components in the single page application. And that is why Redux is usually described as a library that is used for state management across an application. Now that I have given you a brief introduction about Redux, let us look at how to write Redux code. Currently, there are two ways to write Redux code. One is plain Redux code, and the second method is using Redux along with the Redux Toolkit library. If we were to compare plain Redux versus Redux written using Redux Toolkit library, we can say that Redux is unopinionated and there are no defaults, while Redux Toolkit is opinionated and it has some defaults, and it basically provides a layer of abstraction over plain Redux code. For examples for this module, what we'll do is we'll first write examples using plain Redux, and then we'll repeat the same examples using Redux Toolkit. We'll be doing this because I think it's important to learn to write plain Redux code as well as Redux code using Redux Toolkit.